Welcome to Climax Scott's Football Playoff TV. On a wet, soggy night, playing in conditions Coach Kevin Lang said Junior Taylor McNally called a quagmire, the Panthers advanced to the second round of the playoffs with a 20-0 win over Bellevue in the district semifinals at Big Blue Stadium Friday night. CS, now 9-1, will face Mendon next Saturday at 1 p.m. at Mendon in the district championship game after the 10-0 Hornets defeated Eau Claire 67-0 last Saturday. The Panther defense frustrated Bellevue all evening, giving up just 38 yards rushing, including 5 yards on the ground in the entire second half. Bellevue finished 6 for 14 passing for 87 yards for a total offensive output of just 125 yards. With the exception of just one completed pass for 5 yards, the Panthers did all of their damage on the ground, churning out 199 yards. With a wet forecast, the Panthers went to an old weapon, ball control, on their opening drive. CS took the opening kickoff and used 9:02 off the clock, taking a 6-0 lead with 2:58 left in the opening quarter on Sam Escheis's 4-yard touchdown run on a 4th-and-1 play. The touchdown capped an 80-yard 19-play drive. The extra point kick attempt was no good. The 6-0 Panther lead stood up for the rest of the quarter, and it was the defense that once again came up with a big play to set up the Panthers' second touchdown. Sam Escheis intercepted a pass that was tipped by a teammate and made a nice return to the Bellevue 18-yard line at the 4:31 mark of the second quarter. Logan Simmons romped into the end zone from 5 yards out with 2:55 left in the second quarter. Ethan Vosberg hooked up with Justin Satterley on the 2-point conversion to give CS a 14-0 halftime lead. Escheis made a beautiful punt return to the Bellevue 24-yard line with 6:30 left in the third quarter, setting up CS's final score. With the offensive line opening up holes, the Panthers kept pounding the ball on the ground and dented the goal line again on Simmons' 1-yard touchdown run with 5:40 left in the stanza. The extra point kick was no good, but Climax Scots enjoyed a 20-0 cushion heading into the final frame. The Panther defense really brought the home fans to their feet with a brilliant goal line stand that bridged the third and fourth quarters. Bellevue moved to the CS 13-yard line and ended the quarter with a 5-yard pickup to the 8-yard line. The Panther defense got through for a 2-yard loss, and then a penalty on the Broncos pushed the visitors back to the 16-yard line. Another penalty on Bellevue that was declined by CS set up a 4th and 11 situation. Bellevue quarterback Gerald Roberson calmly completed the pass to Cole Maidry for a first down, but a penalty on CS moved the ball half the distance to the goal to the 2-yard line. The Panthers and their fans thought the team recovered a fumble on a controversial play near the goal line, but the Bellevue ball carrier was ruled down and the drive continued. Not to worry though. The CS defense came up big with 2 stops, and then Cody Moody broke up a pass near the end zone, allowing CS to maintain the shutout.
Hey! Leave it alone! I got you.
Logan Simmons put an exclamation point to the fine defensive effort by the Panthers with a teeth-rattling tackle on Bronco quarterback Gerald Roberson. The defensive highlight came on the last few plays of the game when the Broncos were knocking on the door again at the CS 3-yard line, trying to avoid the shutout. A penalty on Bellevue pushed the ball back to the 18-yard line with 1 second left, but Roberson's pass for his receiver fell harmlessly to the ground near the 10-yard line, and the game ended. Sam Eschies, who entered the game with 968 yards, went over the 1,000-yard mark with 102 yards on 15 carries, and Logan Simmons picked up 45 yards on 14 carries. Todd Myers led the Panther defense with 10 tackles, Simmons had 9 tackles, and Taylor McNally and Eschies each added 6 tackles. After the game, Anson Manis, Coach Kevin Langs, and senior Logan Simmons talked about the big playoff opening win, what it meant for the seniors to win their last game at Big Blue Stadium, and next week's district championship game against Mendon. And yes, Logan Simmons couldn't help but say a few words about his big hit late in the game. Boy, Coach Langs, this was a wonderful playoff opener for your team. Just what were you more impressed with, the defense or how the
defense,
field?
The first drive by the offensive line and the running backs, and then the defense. The defense just against an incredibly quality team. You know, a team that's probably averaging 35 points a game, and to do that, was just and again just with a lot of what we call blue jerseys, which is what our JVs wear in practice. And we did it with a lot of young guys out there in that field. And that last one, I just thought that was a great testimony to the program. Sure was. Now, with the weather conditions, do they kind of dictate how that first drive went for you boys? It did. I mean, we thought about a lot of things. Coach Hunter and I, Rich Hunter, we were discussing what that first series was going to be yesterday, and we had a tough time, and the weather kind of dictated what it was. And gosh, what a great example. Josh Fleck. You notice he started at fullback, had a tremendous game, some tremendous runs, some key plays. I think people should know what Josh Fleck just did in this game. So he had a great game too, you bet. And then I guess you always talk about winning that last game at Big Blue. What's that mean to you to win this final one for your senior? I think it's special not just to win it, but for the seniors to get that shutout. Such a rare thing in playoff football. It's special. I mean, this is a special place. It was a beautiful quagmire tonight, and so we enjoyed that. I guess finally, Kevin, we'll find out tomorrow who your opponent is next week, but just talk about either team, whoever it is. Yeah, if it's all Claire pulls the incredible upset, that's great. If not, the Mendon is a game that, you've heard us say before, it's a game that needs to be played, and we're looking forward to that opportunity. Would you like to say anything about Eldon Alst going to state finals tomorrow? Eldon Alst is going to win a state championship for Climax Scots tomorrow. Go Eldon!
Yeah. And you guys got to win state championship football.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best next week, whoever it is, and good luck.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks, man. Boy, we got Logan Simmons. Logan, just talk about a big win here in the playoff opener at Big Blue Stadium over Bellevue.
That's huge. A shutout in the playoffs in Week 10 against a quality 7-2 team is, that's outstanding. I think we play out of our minds tonight. And I really hope it carries into next week. I know that we couldn't be more fired up than we are. We've been, wanting this chance since since last year ended, and everyone played great tonight. Our offensive line, let us be able to drive, and that was huge. And defense held them very good, and everyone did their job. And this is probably one of the best games I've ever played. And it was great atmosphere. It was really cool.
It was. Hang in there. I was really impressed how you had the goal line stand down there at the end. You guys were obviously going to win, but that was real important for you to get that shutout, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That was, maybe even if it wasn't a game changer, it was, a big, it was for us. It was a big mental score and a big mental stop that we had. And, that's great. If they're that close and we can battle through it and stop them. That shows a lot about us and shows that we don't give up. And that was pretty neat. That was awesome.
Now we don't know who you're going to face yet, of course, but just talk about you gave whoever you're going to face their scouts an eyeful, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard from some people that they're here tonight, and a couple people said that they were looked a little surprised. So hopefully, if Mendon does end up winning tomorrow, then hopefully, we showed them a little something tonight and show them that, we're coming for them and we want it bad.
Now, your last game probably here at Big Blue, just talk about that and you going out a winner.
It it would have been really hard to lose on this field. You know, I've been playing since 2nd grade on this field, and you know, a lot of games just over and over. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it is the last time, even you know, even if we keep progressing, it's gonna be the last time we ever play. So it's pretty bittersweet. You know, it's been great playing on this field and with all these kids. You know, we put in. I don't even know how many days and weeks and months of time put in, and it's really proved. And it's going to be hard not to step on this field again, but it'll be nice to step on Mendon's field one last time if they end up winning.
It's a tough conditions with the rain, but do you like getting down and having games in the mud bowl once in a while?
Definitely. I think it's a blast, and sometimes it can be a little frustrating, but you know, in the end, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. You know, you can slide around, and sometimes it doesn't hurt quite as bad when you're slipping around. So we didn't mind it at all.
Yeah, and I got to ask you play all the minutes of the game hard, and you like hitting people. Just talk about that hit you put on the quarterback near the end.
Well, I knew, I looked at the clock, and I knew I only had a couple plays left, and I really wanted one of my big hits. So, I saw him kind of rolling out, and I saw that, he drawed and wasn't going to pass it. So I kind of snuck up and kind of predicted where he was going to go and came through and gave it all I had on him.
Well, Logan, congratulations. We wish you the best next week.
Thank you.
Glad you stayed.
Anson, man, let's just share your thoughts. You got your first playoff winner at Big Blue this year. Share your thoughts about tonight's performance.
It's great. It's a great senior effort. We definitely pulled together. It's really, that first 80-yard drive was really exciting. We pushed it all the way down. We just fought for every inch of the turf we could get.
You get down in the end there. How important was that shutout?
Oh, that was really important. Not just for the victory's sake, but for our morale. As our defense gave us a lot of confidence. We stopped in there about the 1-inch line, and we just stoned them. So that was really nice. Yeah, that was a good senior effort, good defensive effort.
Now talk about moving forward here. We won't know until tomorrow who you face. Just talk about whoever it is moving forward.
Well, Eau Claire, obviously, I don't know much about them, but they're 4-4. So an educated guess would be we play Mendon at Mendon. So there's a lot of history there. They end our season for the past 2 years, but you know what? I think we can pull it together. We can get a win over in Schwartzfield.
Now, again, we're not looking ahead, but if it is Mendon, it hasn't gone our way in a long time. You really got to have in your heart. How do you feel about going in if it is Mendon?
I feel extremely confident. It doesn't really make a difference. They're down a little bit this year, but they're Mendon. They're still going to be their class act program. But our program is, I think, stronger than ever. We have great depth. We have great running backs, great linemen, and I feel like if we play exactly how we did tonight, we can shut them down and win over there at Mendon. So that'd be great.
That's a good win for you tonight, Anson. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Good job, man.
Yep.
All right. Kevin, thank you a million times over. Good to see you again, sir.
Yes, take care.
We'll talk about Tigers another time. Hey, your stat, you or somebody can give the office a call, drive back and stuff, and so I can make sure I got the right numbers for the right kids.
Do it. Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin.
Do you have one of our on-camera things?
Yes. You want me to?
Yeah, thanks. Reporting live from a soggy quagmire at Big Blue Stadium for the last time this season, this is Scoop for www.theclimaxcrescent.com.
One big hand for the fans.
Yeah.
There we go.